Yeah. So in this question is based on the formula that is E is equal to PN phi divided by 60A. So P is basically what? Number of poles, right? N is basically total number of armature conductor. N is basically, sorry, speed, and Z is the basically number of armature conductor. Phi is basically the flux, and A is the type of winding. If you say that lap winding, then in that case A is equal to P. If you say that wave winding, then in that case A is equal to 2. So we have to put this in the formula. In this we need to calculate total torque. Okay, we need to calculate total torque. They said developed in 250 volt means voltage is given, that is how much? 250 volt DC shunt motor with lap winding. Lap winding means A is equal to P. So P is how much we don't know. We can consider A is equal to P only. P as it is. Then they said 60 slots each containing 20 conductor. What do we mean by the 60 slots? 60 slots means like in the DC machine you have studied about the theory. These are the kind of slots. Okay. And in these slots we are having suppose 4 conductor. If we'll count how to calculate total number of conductors, like suppose there is 10 slots and in each slots 4 conductors are there, then how many are the total conductors? 40. So similarly, we can calculate Z armature number of armature conductor, that is 60 slots and each containing 20 conductor. So how much it is? Z is how much? That is 60 into 20, right? So 60 into 20, 6 to the 12, 1200 are the number of conductors. Correct? Then they have given 20 are the conductors. Like I have placed here 4 conductors now, so 20 are the conductors and 60 are the slots. So total number of conductors are 60 multiplied by 20. That is 1200. Clear? Okay. Now in this case they said armature current is 50 IA and flux per pole. Flux per pole is how much? That is 23 milliweber. 23 milliweber is 23 into 10 raised to power minus 3 Weber. Correct? So for this we should know the torque formula also. Write down the torque formula because they ask you to calculate torque. Torque average formula is Pz divided by 2 pi a multiplied by phi into Ia. Okay, note down this formula. This is the formula for the torque. Again, P is the number of poles, Z is the armature conductor. Phi here, these are the constant terms. Okay, these can be represented by K. If these terms are not given, we know the value of phi and we know the value of I. Let's put it P as it is. Z, how much we got? That is 16 to constant. Like all these can't be changed. If we make a motor, you can't change number of poles after making a motor, right? You can't change a armature conductor and you can't change the type of winding also. Okay, so Z is basically 60 into 20 as we have discussed, 2 as it is, pi as it is, A is equal to number of poles, that is P, but they don't mention how many poles are there, so poles would be cancelled out, right? And phi also they have mentioned, phi is 23 milliweber, that is 23 into 10 raised to power minus 3. And Ia armature current is given, armature current is how much? That is 50. So we are having all the values from these. After calculating it we'll get the value of torque, and the torque unit is how much? That is Newton meter. Now you can solve it and then you will get the value of torque average. Correct?